The President of the United States went on primetime television this week to warn the nation about a grave threat to its elections. The threat, on closer inspection, appeared to be the election he lost 5 years ago, and that, from where we sit in Berlin, is the tell. Here in Europe, a presidential address to the nation is a rare instrument. You reach for it when you end a war or when you step aside from power. Joe Biden used it to leave the 2024 race. Barack Obama used it to end the war in Iraq that George W. Bush had begun with the very same format. So when Donald Trump commandeered the same stage on Thursday evening, an outsider naturally leans in expecting something historic. What we got instead was a rerun, the claim that the 2020 election was stolen, the claim that China interfered, the claim that mail-in ballots and voting machines are corrupt. All of it delivered as ever, without evidence. What struck us was not the recycled grievance. It was who Trump chose as the villain. Because the facts here are not in dispute, and they are not new. Recount after recount confirmed the result. American intelligence agencies concluded with high confidence in 2021 that China did not alter the vote. The voting machine maker Dominion was cleared so thoroughly that Fox News paid it nearly $800 million to settle the lie. Even the fresh documents the White House released this week collapsed within hours, dismissed by American outlets as inflated, distorted, and once again, not remotely new. From the outside, the pattern is almost elegant. A president warns loudly about foreign manipulation of elections while describing in remarkable detail exactly how one might manipulate an election. He accuses China of rigging the vote while signaling his own willingness to bend the next one. When someone tells you at length what the enemy is capable of, it is often worth asking how he knows. And there is a purpose behind the theater. Trump is pushing his so-called Save America Act, a law forcing every voter to present identification at the polls. He calls it security. The inconvenient reality is that millions of Americans do not hold a valid identification document, and this law would quietly strip them of their vote. In a country that lectures the world about democracy, that detail deserves more than a footnote. So far, it isn't working. His own party is unconvinced, and rewriting the rules of an election this close to the midterms is, mercifully, close to impossible. But facts have never been the point. The conspiracy is the mobilization tool, and the pressure campaign is the strategy. The conclusion writes itself, and it is uncomfortable for a nation that considers itself the referee of global democracy. The greatest threat to free elections in the United States is not in Beijing nor in Moscow. It is at the podium in prime time, warning everyone about everyone else. That's the view from here. What does it look like where you are? Drop it in the comments and subscribe for the perspective American media won't give you.